God wants to speak to you right now, and you must not let this sacred moment pass by like a nameless breeze among the busy days of your life. My child, quiet your heart. Let every noise around you fade into the distance, because what I am placing before you is not an ordinary reminder, nor is it a passing emotion that appears and then disappears. This is a moment appointed in my wisdom, a gentle touch heaven has prepared for you after long days of silently enduring, waiting, and wondering when the light would truly open. There are things I have prepared for you for a very long time. Before you knew how to name your pain, before you understood why certain doors closed, why certain roads stretched on, why you had to pass through seasons that seemed unseen by anyone. But I have seen it all. My beloved child, I have never taken my eyes off you, never abandoned you in the darkness. And now, I am drawing your attention towards something you must not take lightly. What is coming to you is not a small coincidence, nor is it a vague ray of hope for you to cling to only for a moment. I am bringing close to you a great movement, a new wind, an opening of the way that you have prayed for many times in silence. There were moments when you thought you were being delayed, but in truth, I was keeping you from things that were not yet mature. There were moments when you thought you had been forgotten, but in truth, I was quietly weaving each detail that your eyes could not yet see through. There were moments when your heart ached because the door before you was tightly shut, but you did not know that behind that closing, I was preparing a wider, brighter, more peaceful path, one more fitting for what I had ordained for you. Therefore, do not be quick to judge your life only by what you see in the present. What you are seeing is only a small part of the picture, but I am holding the whole road. Right now, I want you to understand that the restlessness within your heart is not without reason. A gentle awakening is taking place inside you, like a bell ringing in the early morning, reminding you that it is time to rise from old weariness, from self-blame, from the feeling that you have missed your chance. You have not missed what I have prepared for you as long as you still know how to return to me. You have not lost your future as long as you still place your hand in mine. Seasons of waiting may have made you tender, but they have also made you deeper. The tears you once held back may have hurt you, but they have not been forgotten in my eyes. I know every night when you tried to be strong while falling apart inside. I cherish every time you wanted to give up, but still tried to take one more step. And because you continued walking even when your heart did not have enough explanations, I am now bringing you near to a moment when perseverance will bear fruit. My beloved child, my miracles do not always come in a noisy way that makes everyone turn and look. Sometimes they begin as a small piece entering a place that was once confused. Sometimes they begin through a meeting that seems ordinary but opens a new path. Sometimes they come through a word spoken at the right time, an unexpected opportunity, a change within your heart, or a door slowly opening after many days when you thought it had been locked forever. So stay awake. Do not let familiarity cause you to miss what is sacred. Do not let old disappointment make you doubt the new thing I am doing. If you keep looking at the future with eyes exhausted by the past, it will be difficult for you to recognize my hand placing its mark upon the present. Let me renew the way you see. Let me teach you to believe that delay is not always denial. And silence does not mean I am absent. There are moments in your life that carry more weight than you realize, because they are not merely passing minutes, but thresholds. When you stand before a threshold, you can choose to return to familiar fear, or you can step forward in faith, even before you see the whole road. Today, I am not forcing you with urgency that throws you into panic. I am inviting you with love that lifts you up. I do not want you to respond merely because you fear missing something. I want you to respond because you recognize my voice calling you closer. What I have prepared for you is not only an outward blessing, but also an inward transformation. I do not only want you to receive something new, I want you to become someone steady enough, humble enough, and clear enough to step into that new thing without losing your peace. You have passed through seasons that seemed as though no one understood the weight you carried. Some people looked at you and saw only your ordinary outward appearance. But I saw the hidden battles behind your smile. Some people heard you say, "I am fine," and believed it. But I heard even the things you did not have strength to speak. There were times when you wondered whether your faithfulness meant anything, whether your silent prayers reached anywhere, whether your kindness was remembered. I say to you, not one good thing you have sown in tears has been overlooked by me. Not one quiet step of faith has been taken lightly by me. Not one day when you tried to keep your heart pure amid harsh winds has gone unseen by me. The things you thought were invisible have been kept by me in the light. And at the right time, they will become evidence that I have always been working in your life, even when you could not feel it. Therefore, in this moment, I want you to open your heart, not with tension, but with gentle faith. Stop saying that you are unworthy. Stop imprisoning yourself inside old definitions. Stop allowing past failures to determine how you receive what I am giving. You do not need to be perfect to be loved by me. You do not need to be strong all the time to be guided by me. And you do not need to understand everything to keep walking forward. What I ask from you is a willing heart, a quiet but honest agreement, an attitude that knows how to say, "I am here. Father, please lead me." When you open yourself in this way, the things that have been blocked will begin to loosen. The things that once weighed heavily on your heart will gradually lose their control over you. The thoughts that once pulled you down will no longer have enough strength to keep you from stepping into the light I am opening. I also want you to remember that your reward is not coming only because you endured, but because you continued to believe amid what was unclear. Many people believe only when they see a sign directly before their eyes. But you have learned to hold my hand on days still covered with clouds. You have learned to walk while your heart still trembled. You have learned to pray even when the answer had not yet arrived. You have learned to keep one ray of hope even when life repeatedly tried to convince you to let go. I do not call that perseverance small. I call it a precious seed. And when a seed is sown deep into the soil, it does not disappear. It is sprouting in a place ordinary eyes cannot yet see. At some point, the ground must break open for life to rise. At some point, what was hidden will become visible. At some point, you will look back and understand that I was never late. I was only bringing everything into its most beautiful timing. So, my child, do not ignore the holy prompting that is touching you today. Do not let your mind tell you that this does not matter. Do not let weariness cause you to close your heart right before dawn appears. I am calling you into a posture of receiving, not with ambition, but with faith, not with haste, but with watchfulness, not with noise, but with a quiet yet enduring trust. What I am bringing may change the way you understand the years that have passed. It may cause you to realize that every delay had a purpose. Every lonely season was covered by me, and every tear was preserved to water your harvest. You will not stand outside the door forever. You will not live forever with the feeling that you have been left behind. I am bringing you closer to what I promised in the hidden place of your heart. Remain in my presence a little longer. Let your heart become steady. Let your faith be awakened. And let the expectation within you no longer be colored by fear, but become pure. The greatest miracle is not only what I place in your hands, but what I renew inside you so you can hold it without trembling. Enter it without losing your way, and receive it while still bowing your head in gratitude. I am nearer to you than you think. I am working more deeply than you see. I am preparing something good beyond the limits you once placed upon yourself. Trust me in this moment, my beloved child. Open the door of your heart and let me lead you across a new threshold, because your appointed time has not been forgotten. Your prayer has not been abandoned, and what I have prepared for you is coming in light, in peace, and in the gentle restoration that only my love can complete. Right now, in this brief and sacred span of time, I want you to open your heart wide, because what I am preparing is not coming to pass over you like a passing breeze, but will meet you right where you stand, touch the places you thought had grown cold, and lift you into a position you yourself have never dared to imagine. My beloved child, this is not coincidence, not a disconnected event appearing in your life without purpose, nor a vague comfort meant only to calm you for a moment. What is approaching is my answer to the days when you endured silently, to the nights when you tried to stand firm though you were weary within, to the prayers you spoke through tears, and even to the things you did not know how to say, but still entrusted to my hands. I heard it all. I saw it all. I remembered every moment when you still chose hope while circumstances tried to extinguish the light within you. The miracle I am bringing is not foreign to your story. It is connected to the very places that once hurt you most, to the doors that once closed before you, to the plans delayed so long that you thought there was no meaning left in waiting. There are parts of your life that once fell into a dead end, not because I forgot you, but because I was quietly preparing a restoration deeper than what you expected. There are things that seemed lost, but in my hands, loss is not the final sentence. There are things that seemed beyond rescue, but before my light, what is impossible can still become a testimony of power and mercy. I am not merely patching broken pieces so you can continue living day by day. I am renewing, rearranging, lifting up again, and bringing you into a season where you will look back and understand that the months of waiting were never useless. Therefore, do not close your heart before this moment. Do not let the habit of doubt cause you to stand outside what I am opening. There are blessings that do not come with loud sound, but arrive like dawn, quietly spreading over the earth, gradually driving away the darkness. There are deliverances that begin not from the outside, but from one very small movement within your heart, an agreement, a faith newly kindled, a decision to stop resisting my hand. Let your heart become tender before me. Let the places within you that became hard because of pain be touched by my gentleness. Let the doors inside you open, because what I give must not only be seen, but also received with trust. I do not force you to receive what you are not ready to embrace, but I am inviting you to come closer, close enough to feel that I am still here, still working, still continuing the story you thought had been interrupted. You may be feeling a prompting rising within you, a feeling that is not easy to name, as though something inside you is waking after a season of sleep. That is not empty imagination, nor is it a meaningless passing emotion. It is a sign that this moment carries purpose within it. I am stirring you, not with fear, but with life. I am not calling you to run in panic, nor am I telling you to prove your faith with loud gestures. I only want you to respond with a willing heart, with humble openness, with the belief that I can do what you have not yet seen, repair what you do not yet know how to repair, and bring you to a place you could not reach by yourself. You do not need to understand every detail before you believe. You only need to recognize that my hand is moving, and whenever I move, what has been locked can be opened. What has been delayed can be advanced, and what seemed dry can blossom again. The miracle is not as far from you as you once thought. It is not buried in some vague future that you must wait for until you are exhausted before you can touch it. It has been placed nearer to you than you realize, surrounding you with arrangements your eyes have not yet recognized, with encounters that have not yet happened, with answers quietly moving toward you. There are things I am preparing behind the veil, and though you do not yet see the whole of it, that does not mean I am silent or still. I was working on the days when you thought everything had stopped. I was intervening in the moments when you thought nothing was changing. I held back certain things not to disappoint you, but to protect you from something smaller than what I intended to give. I slowed certain doors not to reject you, but to bring you to the right door, one that could lead you into true maturity, peace, and abundance. But my beloved child, in moments like this, doubt often tries to raise its voice. It will whisper that you have heard words of hope too many times already, that good things are probably meant for others and not for you, that you have waited too long and no longer have any reason to believe again. It will try to make you look at old disappointments and use them as evidence against the future. It will pull your mind back to closed doors, misunderstood promises, and seasons of prayer where you did not yet see results. But I want you to discern clearly the voice that causes you to close your heart, become afraid, and give up does not come from me. My call always leads you back to life, to light, and to the courage to rise one more time. Do not let the noise of doubt drown out the word I am speaking in the deepest place within you. Do not let the memory of pain decide the limits of what I can do. I am speaking clearly to you now because I do not want you to miss what is being given. There are moments in your life that carry a special weight, not because they are loud or dazzling, but because they open a new direction. This is one of those moments. I am placing an invitation before you. Believe again. Open again. Step again. Hope again. Not with fragile hope built upon circumstances, but with trust founded upon me. When you look at circumstances, you may see delay. When you look at me, you will see preparation. When you look at losses, you may see an ending. When you look at me, you will see seeds of restoration. When you look at your own strength, you may see that you are too weak. But when you remain in my presence, you will remember that you were not called to carry every burden by yourself. So let your heart grow still and receive. Let me touch the part of you that you thought no longer had hope. Let me enter the place where you hid your dreams because you feared another disappointment. Let me rekindle the light in the prayers you once left unfinished. Not one tear of yours has been forgotten. Not one day of waiting has been counted meaningless. Not one hidden act of faithfulness has been overlooked before my eyes. I saw you choose what was right when no one praised you. I saw you try to keep your heart tender even when life sometimes made you hard. I saw you still seek me even when you could not clearly feel anything. And now, I am bringing you an answer, not only to meet the need before you, but also to remind you that I am your Father, the one who knows the way, knows the time, knows the manner, and knows what is truly good for you. Do not be afraid if what I do does not arrive in the form you imagined. My miracles sometimes come like an unexpected open door. Sometimes like a person sent at the right time. Sometimes like peace falling upon you while the problem has not yet changed. Sometimes like new strength helping you walk through what once caused you to collapse. Do not limit me by your old patterns. Do not tell me I must come by the only road you understand. I have countless ways to lead you out of narrow places. I can use something small to open a great season. I can use a word spoken at the right time to untie what you have thought about for many years. I can use the very place that once hurt you to become the place where you recognize my healing power. What you need to do now is keep your heart turned toward me. Not shrinking back, not running away, not deciding for yourself that everything is too late. Believe that you are closer than you think, closer to restoration, closer to the answer, closer to a turning point you have quietly prayed for, closer to clarity after days of fog, closer to relief after a heavy season, closer to an opening that I myself have kept for this moment. And when it comes, you will understand that I am never late in the way you fear. I act only in wisdom that exceeds your vision. I did not leave you in the waiting. I was with you in every step, every breath, every time you rose again after stumbling. Now receive with pure faith. Let my word become the anchor that holds you amid uncertainty. Open your heart wide, my beloved child, because what I am bringing will not only change the circumstances around you, but also lift you into a new level of peace, trust, and hope. I am here, and I am doing good for you in this very moment. You have been chosen to enter this turning, not because you have been perfect, nor because you have never been weak, but because amid so many weary seasons, you still kept within your heart a small door open to me. That tiny openness, which you have often thought was insignificant, has become the entrance for my power to touch your circumstances. My child, I do not require you to come before me with everything neatly arranged, with a heart free of scars, with a life that no longer has mistakes or confusion. I only look within you for a true willingness a humble space where I can enter, lift, renew, and begin transforming the things over which you have felt powerless for too long. Do not take lightly the fact that you still want to believe. I still want to hear. I still want to be guided. In my eyes, that is a precious sign that the light has not gone out within you. There have been times when you felt as though you were standing still while life hurried by, as if everyone around you was moving forward while you were held back in a place difficult to name. You watched others receive answers, pass through new doors, and receive what they had hoped for, while you still carried questions in your heart that remained unanswered. But I want you to understand that outward silence does not mean I have stopped working inwardly. When you think everything is motionless, I am still arranging. When you think no one sees, I am still preserving. When you feel left behind, I am quietly bringing what is necessary closer to you little by little. Not one step in, my plan has been forgotten. Not one detail concerning you has fallen from my hand. What is coming to you is not a disconnected event, but the result of many hidden preparations that you have not yet recognized. Therefore, in this moment, I want you to stop seeing delay as evidence of disappointment. See it as a span of time covered by my wisdom. There are blessings that, if they come too early, would find you not yet steady enough to preserve them. There are doors that, if opened while your heart is still troubled, you would enter with fear instead of peace. There are answers that, if given while you are still clinging to the old, would find your hands too full to receive the new. For this reason, I use time itself to soften your heart. Waiting seasons to teach you the difference between what you want and what you truly need. And silent tears to water the seeds of faith that had fallen asleep. You were not slowed down because I forgot you. You were held back, so what comes to you would not only be an outward change, but also a deep renewal within you. The miracle I am bringing is not coming only to change the circumstances around you, but also to lighten the burden that has pressed upon your heart for far too long. I know you have carried many things you never spoke aloud. There are pressures you have grown so accustomed to bearing that you no longer recognize how tired you are. There are responsibilities you carry with a smile, while inside are sighs only I can hear. There are worries that follow you from morning until late night, slipping even into the moments when you try to rest. I see it all, my child, and what I am preparing for you is not only a way out, but a new wind blowing through your inner being, soothing the places that have been strained, softening the places that have become hardened, and lighting the corners you once thought could no longer be touched by joy. When that miracle comes, you will not only say that your circumstances have changed, you will realize that you yourself are being lifted into a new peace. Something very specific is being established to move, and you do not need to force yourself to guess every detail before it arrives. I know you often want to understand everything ahead of time, so your heart can worry less. But not everything I do is revealed from the beginning. There are things I keep hidden for a time, not to make you uneasy, but to protect the holiness of the timing. When a seed lies beneath the soil, people do not see it growing, but in the hidden place, life is still at work. In the same way, there are connections being placed correctly, encounters being guided, doors being prepared, and answers finding their way to you in a manner your mind cannot yet imagine. Then, when the time is ripe, you will look back and understand that I did not arrive late. I came at the right moment, in a way that made you know with certainty that this was not the work of chance, but my hand gently arranging it. Therefore, I invite you to be fully present in this moment. Do not let distractions steal from you the ability to recognize what I am doing. Do not let old worries speak louder than my voice. Do not let yesterday's wounds cause you to doubt today's gift. Your attention is precious, because some signs I send will not be loud, yet they will be full of meaning. It may be an unexpected peace in the middle of unchanged circumstances, a timely reminder, a small door opening where you did not expect it, a person appearing with help, or a gentle prompting in your heart, leading you in the right direction. If you are too busy looking at fear, you may miss the movements of grace. If you are too accustomed to disappointment, you may fail to recognize hope drawing near. So stay awake, not with tension, but with gentle readiness. I am not asking you to prove that you are worthy of what I am about to do. What I am doing is not based on your perfection, but responds to the faith that still burns within you. Even if at times it is only a tiny flame, you do not need to open every door by yourself. You do not need to reconnect everything that has been broken by yourself. And you do not need to carry the part that belongs to me. Your part is to trust, to follow, and to keep your heart tender before my guidance. Trust does not mean pretending you have no questions. Trust means placing even those questions in my hands without leaving the path I am leading you on. Trust does not mean never trembling. Trust means still choosing to hold on to me even while your heart trembles. And that very choice opens the way for my work to move freely in your life. Now is not the time for you to retreat into hesitation, nor is it the time to allow fear to continue writing your story. This is the time for you to stand still in a holy confidence, quiet yet firm, knowing that I am doing what you cannot do. You do not need to be loud to prove that you believe. You only need to keep your heart turned toward me. Keep your feet from returning to old roads, and keep your words from sowing doubt over what I am nurturing. The miracle I am speaking of is not as far away as you think. It is drawing near with clear purpose, guided by my love, covered by my timing, and connected to what you prayed for in seasons no one saw. Each passing second is not a loss, but one step closer to revelation. Let your heart rest in this. I know the way to reach you. My blessing is not lost. My answer is not delayed beyond wisdom, and my hand is not too short to touch the place where you stand. When that turning comes, you will recognize it by the peace that comes with it, by the relief within your heart, by the things that begin to arrange themselves according to an order you could not create on your own. You will see the scattered pieces of your life gradually finding their place again. The questions long carried beginning to receive light, and old heaviness beginning to fall away like a cloak too worn to keep carrying. And then you will understand that I was with you from the beginning, not only on the day the miracle appeared, but on every day you waited for it. So, my beloved child, continue opening your heart. Receive not with haste, but with peaceful faith. Live these moments with the awareness that what I have prepared for you has been carefully formed in love. Never carelessly, never randomly. You have been chosen to experience this turning because I see within you a heart that still knows how to turn toward the light. And I will not leave unfinished what I have begun. What is coming will not only touch your circumstances, but also refresh your faith, lift your vision, and remind you that when I act, no darkness can forever hold what has reached the hour of release. Be strong in heart, my child, for the miracle is drawing near. And in my arms, you will not miss what has been prepared for you.